Welcome once again. I'm Cueto with the Federation for American Immigration Reform. I'm the Border Security Advisor, and it gives me a great pleasure to have Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez out of Del Rio. So it's good to have you on. I appreciate you taking the time. It's been real busy. What do you think of this event so far?
So far, it's been good. It's been good dialogue. So, still a little bit more, a couple of more days to go. Or today and tomorrow, the rest of the day tomorrow, with a little bit of training, but the dialogue has been good.
That's good, man. We're learning a lot of things all together, and that's a good thing. And more importantly, we're getting to talk to other sheriffs in other counties and issues that affects them. Now, I grew up on the border. I've been on the border my whole life, and I always hear people say every state's a border, every city's a border. You're on the border, so I think I understand what they mean when they say every state's a border state, but that's not entirely accurate because we have issues on the border that we only deal with. Have you noticed a change from one administration to the other when it comes to the patrolling areas in your border?
So Del Rio's on the border. We share 110 miles of border with the Mexican state of Coahuila, in Verde County. All the counties along the border, we're all a little bit different. So there are little different needs everywhere. But, from the previous administration to this administration, there's been a big change 4 years ago. We were a tip of the spear with the Haitian invasion there in Del Rio. Right now with the change of this current administration, those numbers have drastically declined.
Absolutely. But you've worked the borders for the longest time, and you were raised on the border.
Yeah.
So I think what people need to understand is regardless of the numbers coming up or coming down, there's still a lot of issues that happen on the border that you still have to respond to because as you've known in your different times that you've been there, they get more creative. So just because you're not catching things coming through doesn't mean there aren't drugs coming through. Have you seen a change in how creative they've gotten, the cartels, with bringing drugs or introducing contraband?
So Del Rio or Verde County is not a gateway of drugs coming through. That's a little further south from us in Maverick County and Laredo. But people have gotten a little bit creative. I know that they're crossing meth there at the port of entry in Del Rio. Because oddly enough, they're going south toward Eagle Pass.
Is that right?
And they're coming up and then going north because they can hit the interstate 35. So there's when you go to Del Rio, 2 roads in, 2 roads out. There's not a whole lot of traffic you can mix with, but if you go south and then you try to make it east from there, it's a lot easier. So,
but the last administration, you were seeing more traffic in that area, but it was more illegal.
It was illegal alien traffic.
Okay, and that's diminished tremendously.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
So, back then we were in the Del Rio sector of border patrol. 1,800 arrests a day was nothing. And right now the Del Rio sector, which consists of 46 counties, 32 arrests. The majority of those arrests are in Abilene, San Angelo, Del Rio, the Eagle Pass, 2 or 3, numbers are low there.
So would you say your resources before were more depleted because you had to respond to other traffic, and now you're able to assist more into your own traffic of criminal behavior in your county?
So we've got a lot. We have the wonderful working relationship with our federal and state partners, and that really helped me keep parking in the city. Back in back at the height of things 4 years ago. So, right now I can, we're still working Stone Guard, and we're still working Operation Lodestar with overtime. So we're able to put more resources out. So we're encountering a little bit more. Now we had an incident where, you talk about getting creative. They came into the U.S., an individual came into the U.S., stole a 38 gun safe, and hauled it back into Mexico. He rolled it down the hill, threw it on the boat, and then the boat sank in the middle of the river. So
they get creative.
So they get creative.
I grew up on the border. You grew up on the border, so we've seen it all too often. Thank you guys for following us. There'll be more videos to come. Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez out of Texas, actually on the border.